Hey everybody, it is time to jump back into a best of 3 Throne of Eldraine draft. Before I do, I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. You can check out Card Kingdom through their affiliate link down below in my panels, and you will find everything you could possibly need for your tabletop Magic experience. And if you do put in an order with them via that link, that really helps my stream. And it will really help your tabletop game because you'll get exactly what you're expecting quite quickly, and with a little bit of flair. You know, they add something cool to the package, and they're a cool company. I was just talking earlier. You people watching on YouTube didn't catch this part, but we're doing a charity event with Card Kingdom in October here. We're raising money for a lovely children's charity, and we are going to be, based on raising the money, drafting. Hey, thank you, Colin. So we are going to be drafting sets from which we get to build a modern constructed deck. So today we're going to choose our core set from Modern that we get to use. And then at the end of the next 3 weeks, we're going to participate in a draft with the other participants and draft 3 additional sets from which we are going to make a constructed modern deck and then battle at the big main event. So I'm hoping to get your help on all fronts from that in the coming weeks, both contributions to the kids, ideas for what sets we should draft, and then ideas for what deck we should build. So I'm looking forward to working on that stuff with you all. But for now, we're going to work on getting 3+ wins in another Throne of Eldraine draft. We drafted 4 times last week. One had to split over 2 days because it was so long, but we got like 5, 4, 3, and 2 wins across the week. So that was pretty solid. Yeah, Steven, I need your help. Yes, Modern Horizons is one of the draftable sets. I can't remember if it's unlimited options or whether we're drafting at the end of the week from a subset of options. That's what I was saying. 8th edition is full of sideboard staples and solid cards, but Wujo was saying nah on 8th. Probably not Modern Masters, no, because Modern Masters is simply a full reprint set. Everything you could get in any Modern Masters set is accessible within other sets you could draft, whereas Modern Horizons contains new cards that you can't get anywhere else, so they had to include Modern Horizons. But I do not think Modern Masters would just be busted, right, if you could draft those. Heck, it's almost busted that you can draft Modern Horizons, but we'll see. M10 and M11 had Lightning Bolt. M11 was suggested because it crossed over Lightning Bolts and Titans. But yes, getting access to bolts isn't a bad idea. Anyway, let's get on with the draft, though. You guys can think about that and chat about it, and we'll keep talking about it this week, but let's get back in. And hey, thank you for the sub, Buffalo. Appreciate that a lot. Hey, look, it's like Cardboard Live is working, right? Sweet, thank you, Cardboard Live. All right, we have this Hushbringer. We could try this if we want to go aggro, cut off all that food. What have we got instead? Nothing much. Trapped in the Tower. Probably a better white card than Hushbringer, really, but we'll take a rare. Witch Stalker is solid, but this pack is pretty bad, right? Like, I think this might edge out on color preference, Trapped in the Tower, but we're just going to take gems here, the Hushbringer. And I'm going to go ahead and take the rare. We don't have to marry that rare, though. Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar. It's playable, yeah. It is. It's not super exciting. But it's actually real. I ran into this playing over the weekend and had to kill it because I was a food deck, and like every one of my creatures was trying to make food on ETB, and I had to get rid of this first. But yeah, we don't need to marry it, exactly. Although nothing amazing here either. We have Drown in the Lock as a pretty solid blue-black control card. We have Fairy Guide Mother if we want to just lean into this. And let's see, Wandermare. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, I don't know if I care about that too much. It doesn't have evasion, and it sets us towards a second color. It seems fine. It obviously has a baseline 3/3 for 3 that's nice. And I guess if you lean into the adventures, it could get pretty scary, but I don't know if this is that impressive to me. You think Guide Mother wheels? Like, I kind of like this better. Or Witch has been overperforming. Like, if we didn't have this, what would you be suggesting if we didn't have this? See, I kind of just right? So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take I'm so much about win EV with this account. Yeah, which isn't a bad, but all right, I'm going to put this to a poll. I'll let you guys decide. But I agree that kind of Drown is the best card in the abstract here, but we do have a white card that's playable, so we could take Wandermare too and try something different. I'm going to leave it up to chat, and the poll is going to be for Mare, M-A-R-E, or Drown. Yeah, Mare or Drown, and I'll take whatever chat decides. Some say I never heard of ya. Thank you, James. All right, people want to try the Mare. I'm in. Glass Casket is a nice reward for that. We get some removal in white. Flutterfox, maybe that wheels. Resolute Rider seems pretty good too, but I think just Glass Casket is the clear pick given where we've started here. Razor's like, let's not confuse this with murder now, Steven. This deals with small things. This deals with small things. Why would we want... I mean, I guess this deals with fewer, because CMC 3 or less has a tighter range of possibility than 3 power or less. But we've started here. I'm just going to take the casket. Come on. Here's another Reef Soul, because we're just being tempted in this direction. We could take this Reef Soul or the Resolute Rider. Treefolk is kind of marrying Wandermare, and we don't need to do that. Now imagine we didn't have this, and what would your pick be? So I think if you're going tree here, I think you're marrying the Wandermare a bit much, and we should be looking at Reef Soul, Rider, and possibly even Black-Red. Yeah, Rider keeps mono white open, although I don't know how good that is either. I'm going to take the Reef Soul here. Rider is solid, but... I'm going to take Reef Soul. It's not too late. See, look, they just want... It all just pulls me towards green-black every time. Now we have a Malevolent Noble we could pick up. I should actually read white cards now. Scalding Cauldron, not a bad pick to stay open. What's the logic for Reeve Soul? We're on pick 4 and it's great removal. We're just trying to take what's open here. That's my logic. All right, we'll take Adversary and see where it goes from here. Staying open. Yep, I'm trying. Well, we can take Slaying Fire. Slaying Fire is probably the best card here. Yeah, I'm hoping Cardboard Live becomes... Or, sorry, this isn't card... yeah, the Cardboard Live becomes our go-to. So... Fruit or Legion? Yeah, James, Slaying Fire is easily the best card here, but it would be our first red card. I don't know if I'm in for first red card at this point, but maybe we should take it. We only have one black card. We could take it the red card and see. All right, I'll take the red card, whatever. Let's get some more info. We only have one black card. Let's not assume where we're at. I'm going to just keep taking good cards, see what happens. Shepherd of the Flock is conceivably decent aggro. Let's go ahead and take Shepherd over Lonesome Unicorn. Unicorn's fine, but Shepherd has the lovely Nombo. Why? What's the Hushbringer? Why? I don't get you, Nick. But we'll take this. Ah, assuming we are on the ETB plan. I assume Shepherd is about saving stuff from removal, not necessarily re-triggering ETBs. We could take our first blue card with Overwhelmed Apprentice. That's pretty good. I've not been very impressed with the rack, Steven. Throwing 4 mana to slowly dole out a counter at sorcery speed over 3 turns has been whatever. Yeah, let's take the Squire, actually. We could lean back towards white-green. I'm gonna take the Squire. Pretty lightly meaningful pack. Idyllic Grange to lean farther into white. Bartered Cow. This is all a bunch of meh. Yeah, this is an adventure, but it's a 7 mana adventure. I mean, I guess if we're going wide, we could do worse. But 7 mana is too much on that adventure. I think there's just... If you're playing this, you're playing 7 mana, make 3 2/2s, and that seems... whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take the land. Whoever said Guide Mother Wheels was correct. We'll take the Guide Mother. D's, you're talking about playing a bad card because other cards could make it good. I hate doing that. I only want to play good cards that get better with synergies, not bad cards that get okay with synergies. I think we'll take the sideboard Flyer Hate. I don't like either of these particularly enough. I think we're... Yeah, I suppose we could take the Legion too. We're still not married to green, and if we... Yeah, I'll take the Legion. This is nice, but it is sideboard. And would I play Intruder with Clover? You're still asking a lot, right? Congrats, you've made it to 7 mana, and now you get 6 bears, but you're still trying to get to 7 mana with that. We'll take Legion, though, and continue to stay a little bit open here. Although I think this is kind of closing the door. We're going to take the Tree Folk that came all the way back around. And Return to Nature is a nice sideboard card. Midnight Clock. It's kind of bonkers, but we're not nowhere near blue. Yeah, but we have a on-color legendary that really helps the go wide. Just taking a look. Maybe we'll wheel this outflank. I don't know if they wheel or not. Out muscle. I'd like all the outs here. But sure, we'll take Sir Alan. Yeah, each upkeep. Upkeep. I can speak. Here I am speaking. Where's Hat? Yeah, Guide Mother jumps out, but Guide Mother wheeled from the pack last time. Land, we're not really the night deck. You can take Curious Pair. Egg is an option. But we do have... Oh, that's creatures, okay. I think we take Egg or Curious Pair. Yeah, Sir Alan is, but why, like, you want to take Tournament Grounds simply because we have Sir Alan? That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll move in. Well, I think both of these wheel, so we're just gonna take one and wheel the other. Ooh, Trail of Crumbs. Are we gonna get enough food to make this work? Well, there's nothing else for us here if we're white-green, or white-green. It doesn't need to be much of a food deck. It does replace itself. Like, your worst-case scenario on Trail of Crumbs is that you get, you spend basically 5 total mana to gain 3 and draw a card. It's got a decent floor. Oh, Mensch needs my... I got your link, Mensch. Hold on. This is what you're looking for, Mensch. But Acolyte probably wheels as well, don't you think? Yeah, I'm going to take Trail. We'll wheel the... Acolyte. Maybe I'm doing this horribly wrong, but we'll find out. Here's an out muscle we can grab. I do like the Squire okay, but we'll take muscle. Man, we're not even getting the white-green hookup here. Well, this might not be bad in a aggro white-green, little combat trick. And what else are we taking if we don't? You know, another Squire? That doesn't seem right. I guess we take Appetite, but I'm hesitating because it's such kind of a weak-feeling card. Once in future or one of these adventurers, this is why I wanted to not take the Acolyte. I feel like they go late and we might have been able to wheel it. Yeah, there just wasn't much there in that pack. All right, we'll take Treefold. All right. This is a good sign. Although this is a good sign too. Let's look at Curve. Hey, Oni, how goes? Good to see you. Hanging in. Hanging in. Yeah, let's take the 4, right? If we had been crowded at 4 and light on 2s, I would take the Knight, but we got a lot of space here at 4. Let's pop this in. Yeah, we got a non-bow we got to be aware of, but that happens. This is interesting. Cabin, if we are... I mean, we're kind of split on the green-white here. So I don't know about Cabin. Probably just True Love's Kiss. Hey, we got another out muscle. Here's an out flank, but I just like the second out muscle. Maybe, given that two of the things I was looking at over the rare draft, like, we rare drafted, basically, didn't we? Or do we take something else? Anyway, I looked at out flank and out muscle with somewhat wistfulness when we made our second pick one. We can just take muscle here. Ah, there you go, sir. Sure enough, Curious Pair wheeled. We felt that if we took Guide Mother, Pair would wheel, and if we took Pair, Guide Mother would wheel. So they both came back around. That's good. And here's the Rose Thorn that also wheels heavily, which is why I didn't really want to take it before. Well, I'm happy to be in something new here. And Silver Squire is fine as well. And this Squire is fine as well. Bots, man. You never know, Steven. Switch to red! Switch to red! We can do it, right? This card is bonkers. It's a mythic. We're going to take it. We're probably not going to play it, but I'm taking it. And then we'll try and wheel the Squire or the Curious Pair again. Let's see, do we have... Let's see how many of these we have. Oh, we don't have any of them yet, so we'll just take it. Worthy Knight. I don't know how often we're going to trigger that, but we could certainly take it. It's not really doing... The only other option would be like Rider. But this might wheel as well. So I think we just grab the Worthy Knight here. Another Glass Casket, helping us with the removal front. A lot of black, making us sad. Youthful Knight maybe comes back on the wheel. We've seen a million Treefolk wheel. We're going to take Casket and see about hopefully wheeling the Knight, I think. We do have one Return to Nature in the board already, just so you know. Thought about taking and splashing this, but then I'd see Okame Adversary, and we should probably just jump on that. Steven, you're reaching. Let go of the Embercleave. Let's pull stuff that's not what we're doing. Bog Naughty is great, but not in our colors. I thought we were more white than green, but probably taking the Searfaran and seeing what we can do. It's a little bit oppressive with its cost. But there's not much else to take other than sideboard stuff. So, yeah, we'll take it and then see. See if we're happy to play that or not. Late Reeve Soul, already making me regret not just forcing black in this format. Outflank is fine, though. We do expect to go a little bit wide here, or be creature heavy. Shining Armor. I don't know if that's particularly playable. I guess it's playable, it's just not particularly great. But we'll take Outflank and try to ignore the incredible black flowing by. Prized Griffin is probably the pick here. The adventure creature caught my eye, but we have a Cauldron and a Prized Griffin. Toughness Pump's never exciting, but sometimes it wins combats, yeah. Y'all on Griffin with me over Cauldron? We have some stuff. I like Griffin because it's... we don't have too much going on at 5. And these flyers wear the Tree Folk counters extremely well. And oh, don't worry, we're gonna put counters and out muscle on it. We'll get it out of range right away. It might die to Reef Soul though. You're right. Yeah, we have enough removal that I'm gonna go with the Griffin here. Princess isn't really playable. We could play this Knight just to kind of trigger Worthy Knight. How are our 3s? Our 3s are empty too. I'm going to take the Knight of the Keep on the chance that we just need to fill our curve. Curious Pair comes back with another adventure option. Squire, another 2 option. Return to Nature number 2 in the board. Oh, bots. Why? See, I just regret not being in black anytime I, like, ugh. On principle. We have 2 returns, right? Yeah, we have 2 return to nature, so I'll take another Knight. All right, we got some cuts to make here. We have 23-8 is our split. Kind of, I think we cut the appetite. I don't think we ended up with enough going on to run the trail. Well, I guess we have Curious Pair and Witch Stalker. So we could consider continuing to run this. My candidates for considering cutting are that for sure. Maybe even the Hushbringer itself, although, again, it does wear these counters quite well, the Outmuscle and Tree Folk counters. These Knights of the Keep are pretty underwhelming. We could save True Love's Kiss for the board. We might still cut the crumbs. Some of these squires could go. If we cut the crumbs, we'd probably just want to, you know, we could cut all of this stuff. Cut the Hansel and Gretel from the deck entirely. I mean, we're just trying to beat down, right? So let's focus on that. Let's focus on just trying to beat down. And I'm not loving the double green on this dude. Yeah, this doesn't really help us beat down. Maybe the Knight does. I'll put a Knight back in. Oh, we have 3 of them? Wow, that's a lot of them. I guess we don't need 3. And without the Curious... Well, I guess the Curious Pair makes food without ETB. It's still a non-bow with this, but we can do it. Maybe cut at least one of the squires. Where does this put us? 19.6. This kind of goes here. You want to bring Farron back because of all the pumpage? Sir Farron is just tough on the mana. Tough to expect Sir Farron on turn 2 is all. But we have enough pump that we could consider keeping, I'm sure. Probably going to cut True Love's Kiss because it's just so hard to make cuts, and it's something we can bring in off the board. Where does this put us? 20 and 5 on creatures' lands. How hard do we get wrecked by a revenge? That depends on how big we get. We can make some stuff that's pretty big that could Queen's asking about voting. I mean, if you got voting to work, we could still use both, I think. I mean, I don't want you to do extra work, Queen, unless it's filling your soul to do so. But we can also see how it goes. I think Cardboard Live is going to be great for the game overlay. And if we want to figure out how to do drafting stuff, we can do that too. How many adventure spells do we have for the Mare? We have, whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure. So we're talking 1, 2, 3, and that's about it. But I think we just run this in the deck as a 3/3 for 3. So it's not very good, but oh yeah, sorry, I missed these two. I'm so unused to white cards, I forgot. We have a couple. They're not super impressive. Yeah, and Guide Mothers. Yeah, maybe we do. I guess we're all right on the Wandermare. Never mind. I take it back. I'm just not. My lack of play on the white cards has me missing what our adventures are. We have pretty good stuff for the Wandermare. And Fairy Godmother launching it in the air seems pretty good. We could go to 16 on this, but then we're risking not being able to cast Tree Folk. But you know what? I could use actually an early bio break here. So I'm going to step away for a moment, and I want some proposals for the final 2 cuts, and I'll be right back, okay? Holden wants to get rid of the intensive green requirements and just be heavy white, looks like. Yeah, we're going to go 17 here. Queen, are you all depressed because you feel like work you've done might not be valuable at this point? I hope not, because if you're teaching yourself to code and doing that kind of work, then it's valuable in and of itself. You should feel awesome about that. It's awesome. I'm reviewing chat here, looking at what people's suggestions are. I think I'm down. Like, the thing with an outflank is like we only have 5 non-creature spells here. But of course, it's 2 out muscles, 2 glass caskets, and an outflank. Everything else is creature based. Huh, interesting suggestion to cut glass casket. I'm not in on that. I'm going to cut a squire. And what knight are you talking about? A knight of the keep? Just do that. I mean, it lowers us on 3 drops a bit, but maybe we'll have other things to do. Well, trying to be too bummed, Queen. Look at what you said. I was learning from scratch and enjoying it. Boom. Already worthwhile. You don't need to feel badly about anything that happens from there. You were learning and enjoying, and that is great. Outflank is better than second casket. Yeah, I'm not cutting any of the 5 removal spells unless we want to put in... I want to play. I think I'm going to run with this for now, but I hear what you're all saying. Maybe we need a True Love's Kiss in the main. I'm going to start here, and we'll come back and tweak. I don't love this deck, frankly. I feel like all of my black decks that I've drafted would love to face this deck. So widen up. Yeah, there's a lot not to like here. All right, sorry. Yeah, I hear you. I hear lots of things you're saying. We'll play one match and then come back and make some changes. So let's call it Hush Now. Except it's a title. I can't stand it. All right, let's give this a shot as is. May not be the best tuned version of this as possible, but I'm streaming. We got to play. We can sit there and gnash teeth about the final couple of cards, but I just want to get this going, see how it feels. I didn't really look at the mana, to be honest. Hopefully, we'll have to go back and look at that at sideboard. We'll keep this though. Double out muscle. Both of our double, perfect mana and a 2-drop is keepable. I guess we have that white land. I'll play a plains. We're gonna squire it up on 2. And eventually the squire will be a 3/3 with the Silver Flame. Oh yeah, good call. I should have played the forest. I forgot about my my green knight. So that's an excellent call, Banana. Should have played forests. Not punished though, like always. We're gonna go ahead and offer this attack, and then the Silver Flame combat trick is an instant, so we can untap the squire and block here if they don't do anything. Yep, Saint Maven, you got it. That's what we're doing. Never punished except when I am brutally. Except those times. How is... Yeah, it's all working. Great. All right, looks like we get to eat this. I'm just going to send in the squire and drop the adversary here. No need to outmuscle yet. No, Okane can die. That's all right. Got to pull out their premium removal. And we did. We don't have a 2-spell turn here. We got a bunch of 4s and a 2. So we can't quite double spell. We can double spell next turn. I don't know if this is worth out muscling. So I actually think I'm just going to Tree Folk the Squire. Next turn we can squire and outmuscle or drop the Tree Folk itself. They had an egg. Weird deck from Oppo. Looks like they are on Grixis. Maybe the black is a splash. Makes sense. They'd just be splashing for like Epic Downfall here. So it looks like a red-blue deck where they're stuck on blue mana. Another adversary is pretty cool. But with this Merfolk, I am inclined now to use the outmuscle, kill it, and get in. And then we can follow with the Squire. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Missed a point. It's playing with these white cards. We're looking in very good shape here, but ideally we don't miss those points. So now do we want to... We can make the Squire bigger, but they're kind of going to be blocking that anyway, I expect. So we could cast the Tree Folk to pump the Squire, but I'd rather have Outflank ready. And it's okay. Y'all can punt away. No offense taken. It's my darn brain. But yeah, I'm intentionally not casting the Tree Folk here because I want Outflank available, and then we can follow with Adversary. Oh yeah, I could just Outmuscle and go for the win, but they've got open mana. Outmuscle could threaten the win, but with the open mana, I'm just gonna take the good attack we have and be patient. Another thing with, I guess Outmuscle still would have gotten it done, but they could make it pretty big there. Could almost not show him the second Adversary, but it's not going to change any of their decisions to see that we have two. So I'm going to play it. All right, well that worked, but I think Oppo's playing some sketchy stuff. But maybe they just didn't draw their lands well. It just seems like they're trying to be red-blue aggro-ish and didn't quite get there on land. Yeah, the beatdown worked there. I question whether it's going to work against the first really good black deck we face. True Love's Kiss did have some targets, huh? So we'll bring that in. And I guess I'll cut a Casket or an Outflank for it. Yeah, I do like our deck better than Oppo's. No, we saw 2 Witching Wells, and we saw the artifact that does mana and pumps. We'll try the Kiss. Heraldic Banner, yeah. Yeah, we're not super thrilled about True Love's kissing an egg, but we could do it to get the card back. Yeah, Witching Well is quite amazing. The scry is great, and the draw is great, and the installment plan is great. It's great. Blue-black is great. I should be playing blue-black. And they showed a lot of small stuff, so I'm actually going to keep the double casket. We'll do this. Yeah, another keep. Well, here we are exploring white, J-Watt. But I'm exploring white and regretting it, so there's that. We're just dropping 2 1s. We could casket that thing. I suppose this is flash or anything. I don't want to run a 1/1 flying for 1. I really want the sorcery on Guide Mother. So I'm going to go ahead and casket here. Might regret this. They might play something a little better, but if we draw a 3 now, we don't have many 3s to draw, but we don't have many 3s to draw, but we did. We're that good. And now we have Guide Mother and cast Guide Mother on turn 4. If we want to do that over the Witch Stalker, we could. We'll see. Ooh, the Mad Ratter, you say? That's pretty annoying. I'm gonna have to get him in the air. But I kind of want to just drop the Witch Stalker here, and then do the Guide Mother turn next turn. Maybe even go Witch Stalker into Knight, and then do the Guide Mother stuff. No hurry here. Get in damage on the ground while we can, right? And then send them to the air once these rats get going, which I expect should happen soon. And this is a nice buff to everything else we've got going. Queen of Ice, sure. Ooh. They got 2 mana up. Do we just outmuscle the Ratter now? Because that's like the one thing going on here that might cause us some issues. But they also have not managed to draw a second card yet. Am I crazy for just wanting to play the Farron and yeah. Let's start with an attack. Oh, actually, if we attack, they can pump and kill. And I don't think I want to do that, so we're going to say no attacks. And I am just going to Sir Aelin here. All right, they're making some rats for once. It's annoying that they got some rats, and then maybe they'll even get a couple more. And those of you who wanted to outmuscle the Ratter, yeah, the Ratter's making some stuff. There's no question about that. But without muscle coming, I think we'll get the Ratter next turn and just start plowing through these rats. But they really weren't doing anything to trigger Ratter and then managed a couple in a row. We took our chance on that. And I'm happy they put the mantle on the Ratter, because that's where we're probably going with it. And Fairy Guide Mother, yeah, we can actually do Outmuscle and the Sorcery's half of the Guide Mother coming up. Yes, although they did untap and get a second one. You see. So the first one we wouldn't have been able to stop, but the second one we could have. But it's all right. I think we're in a good spot. We're going to go... I'm going to go Guide Mother. And let's give the Wandermare flying. And then let's outmuscle with the Witch Stalker to give it indestructible. And then Sir Aelin's got first strike, and that should just make it really hard for them to block anything. Isn't this? Okay, it's like, where's the indestructible icon? There it is. Do your worst, Oppo. Yeah, that turn was okay. And if they spend a lot of time witching well here, then that's good for us also. Yeah, I won't forget this time. We'll cast the Guide Mother to trigger this. Might even be able to do this. Nah, I guess not. We'll save that as the trick for the turn. So Oppo, you gonna scoop Oppo? Go ahead, just scoop it up. That's fine. We'll take our win and move on. I'm getting that pre-scoop tank vibe from Oppo. Now let's see. We don't get anything for casting adventures per se, right? So there's no reason to just cycle, but we could go Acolyte, Guide Mother, get a couple counters here. That's pretty good. There's an argument for keeping the adventure available. Of course, if we do that, it's pretty transparent. But I kind of like saving for the trick here. Yeah, I'm on trick. I'm on board with saving for trick. Yeah, and that's true. They're gonna block. They're gonna chump with Ice Queen, and we can really get them on the untap. Yeah, the other thing, we might just sneak in lethal. If they give us a window to lethal, we'll take it. I'm expecting a rat chump that prevents that, but we'll see. I think that's why they held back the one rat. But if they throw it in front of the Witch Stalker, it's got trample, so there's that as well. We got very lucky to draw this exactly on turn 3 to fill out our curve. Okay, they are giving us that chance. I'm going to go for it, I think. Let's just go for the win here. I'm going to do it on Baron. Yeah, they could have stuff here, but I'm going for it. Maybe it's ill-advised and I had enough of an advantage that I should have played more cautiously. Yeah, they got us. Baboo. But that one reason I put it on Sir Alan is if they did have something, it doesn't remove our counter from the Stalker. And sadly, it means, of course, we don't get the Squire side of that card. One, yeah, they don't have pump, they have a red cap, so this can get pretty big. Yeah, let's offer up. We'll offer up the Wandermare here. And I'm going to send with both of these. Don't really care about this Acolyte. They can do whatever. Oppo has to decide whether they're going to pile onto the Wandermare for the trade or just sit here chumping. Looks like they're going the chump route. Although, yeah, if they want to pile on to trade with the Acolyte, that's even better. Oh, that's great. You can have the Acolyte, friend. I'm going to sandbag this land. Where are they gonna put the mantle? 3/5 Ice Queen. All right. Woohoo! I'll take it. We don't have gems yet, but starting off with a win here is nice. Sorry for my bad record there, or my incorrect record. We're now 1-0. All right, do we see anything? I said we'd come back and look after a match, so I do want to come back and look as promised. Anything from that that's changed our minds about anything we see here? Par 5. I don't think it's a par 5. I'm going to call this a par 2 and hope we get some gems back. Yeah, trouble is our 3-drops are so bad. You really want to play it. We already were playing one Night of the Keep, and keep in mind, like this can kind of be a 3-drop. It's not a this we can play and play the sorcery and then cast the Guide Mother. So you could think of Guide Mothers as a 3 for one thing. Shepherd of the Flock is more reactive, but this is kind of a 3 as a combat trick. So I think we have more at 3 going on than you think if we take the adventure stuff into account. And yeah, I don't know if we're ever getting there on here and we're aggro. I like cutting that land. I think you're right. Let's do that. Hey, Krauser. I don't know if I had a chill weekend, but I had a productive one. Got a lot bearing down on me right now, but had a productive weekend and got a lot of stuff going, including I actually finally read what's going on with our charity event. So if you don't know this, check this out. Would love. I don't know if do I have any donations yet? No donate. Who wants to be the first person to donate to my Chalice cause? Well, because we're aggro, Steven, that's why. It is close to free, but it sure doesn't feel free when it enters the battlefield tapped on turn 4 and we desperately want to drop an adversary or Witch Stalker or something. And almost would rather have another Squire than another bad 3. No, this is 17. Sorry, I might be in the way, but we're 9-8. All right, I'm going to run this back. Not much of a cut, but... Or here, we can do this trick. Just for data points. And because they gave us this feature, we're going to cut this plains. And we're going to add... an Avon Plains. And now, if we draw this one, we'll know it was the Grange, and are we happy about that or not? I'm definitely higher on running the common lands. I'm more high on running the common lands than Luis is. We've talked about that. Never didn't have it. Mistmerk is being super aggro here. I would tend not to run the Guide Mother out on 1 unless I had no hope, like... But I guess they're just trying to curve out. We can casket the Prince or whatever, but let's drop our Seer Farron first. Also, this is just a bear now that it's entered, so we'll see. All right, well, if they're going to leave that there, I am going to go ahead and Well, we could Glass Casket, or we could make a Squire that could be pumped by Sir Farron next turn, and then we don't really have a double play. Oh, we could do Outmuscle then on 4 on the Sir Farron, and that would be good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually drop the Squire here and try to get Outmuscle going on Sir Farron next turn for a nice big attack. That's my new plan. But we're not going to make this offer. Yeah, Mike, that's a good call. If Oppo continues to just curve out here, then maybe that's a sensible play from them. All right, they took away Sir Farron, but they used good removal to do so, so we at least got some removal out of their hand. And let's see. Nothing to pump this right now. I'm just going to offer it. If they want the Squire for the Prince, we'll take it, and we'll drop the Adversary and see where we can get with that. That's what I expected them to do. But that's fine, because now we get to drop this sweet Adversary with a fairly light Oppo board. Nope, more Soul Reven. We're just going to keep running out pretty good stuff. Next turn we have a double spell turn to nearly empty our hand, short of whatever we draw. I wouldn't have done Mabinap if we had kept the board the same. I would have not played Griffin just because, man, when you have a clean turn to make this dude big and draw a card, I think you just take it. And I don't love... Like, we could Outmuscle and get the Griffin out of future Reeve Soul ranges, and it seems like black decks have about 7 Reeve Souls apiece. So just because we've seen 2 doesn't mean we're done seeing Reeve Souls. So there is a... I mean, you could Casket after... Like, I don't really care too much about either of these. I would just be really bummed if we lost our Griffin to a Reeve Soul. They seem sorely underdrafted all over, Steven. All right, I'm going to do it. Also, it gets the Griffin big, which helps us overcome Revenge. Hey, thank you, 4 donors. I really appreciate it, folks. Do it for the kids. Well, Sir Conrad is a bit rough for us, but we're gonna keep plowing forward. And I think we gotta go Knight and actually Casket the Youthful Knight now. So we can try and keep a race going here. Yeah, I can't block this right now. We'll see what we draw. Yeah, let's draw another Outmuscle. That's my plan. Yikes. Hey, look, it's a black deck that's murdering us. Can we afford to attack even? Are we just done? Oh boy. We don't really have life gain that I remember, but I barely remember my own deck here. Yeah, Last Kiss is in. So maybe we sit here and... Oh no, Last Kiss was brought in via sideboard. It's not in our main. So I guess we just play the three... What? Oh, it must be in declare attackers. Say no attacks and run out this dude. I think we're just done because Conrad's gonna mill until we're dead. And we're chumping down below. Like, this is first strike. Yeah. So if we... I guess we do this. No, but that still doesn't work. They first strike away our two small things, and the big thing doesn't even get it done. We're just chumping. Yeah, but what else do we do, right? I mean, I can let it go. I can unblock it. I can let it go unblocked, and we can just literally die on the spot. Double Aelin. All right, this is kind of what I expected to happen to us. I don't know how much anti-Raven stuff to bring in. Yeah, we could cut a casket for the first kiss. Both returns for sure, you say. So you're saying True Love's Kiss and both return to Nature's because we saw one Raven? I don't know about... You're asking for sideboard flood, I think, with 3 of them. I think 2 you can convince me of, but I'm not on team 3 yet here. I think I'll just cut. What are we cutting? Yeah, return could be a surprise response to Cauldron. I think we're cutting Hushbringer or Squire. I think we just cut a Squire here. Yeah, but Reef Soul is power, not CMC, right? Yeah, we could consider... Let's see if we can get one win off this here. Yeah, we're going to keep this. But unlike Oppo, I'm not going to run the Guide Mother out there. We're going to try and get value. Year of Glad. Thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate that. We're on a Worthy Knight on 2. All right, picked up some land. That's just what we wanted to see. Now we can get Wandermare on 3. Oppo mulliganing, that's a good way to beat a black deck. Just going to cast that and pass, though. Well, Reef Soul isn't sorcery speed. We're gonna go for this, I think. How badly do we get punished here? I can't remember what's at instant speed that could make this a problem, but I'm gonna go for it and learn a lesson if I am wrong. F9er is asking if I've drafted other than Arena, and I have not. I have no idea what's a problem for real and what's just an Arena problem. All right. They've got a lot of mana open again. This time it could be baked into a pie, so I'm a little wary of that. But we could also be ready with Shepherd of the Flock in that case. And we have Outflank that actually kills the Noble if blocked. So I think we attack and have Outflank and Shepherd ready on as a response, and then see what we want to do. Might even want to just let the Worthy Knight trade with the Mare. We'll see. Because if we do that, we can just follow with the Witch Stalker. All right, they don't even want to get in our way, so we're going to Witch Stalk then. Oppo doing nothing on 3 and 4 has been excellent for us. They've shown a bunch of great knights, though, so I'm expecting one of their uncommon knights to land here. There you go. Dropping Sir Farron actually gives us outflank, successful outflank, so I'm going to drop Sir Farron, and we're going to swing in. Gives us good outflanking. Now, if they offer Worthy Knight for Noble and then put Sir Alan on something else, we're going to have to trade Worthy Knight for Noble, but that's okay, because if that happens, it means they have given up Sir Alan for Doom, so we're going to go ahead and outflank the Knight and accept this trade here. I don't know what you were going for, Intangible, but I thought that was all right. Huh, did they just misclick? I wonder if they misclicked on Noble. All right, well, we picked up that one. Not bad, not bad. It just didn't matter. Yeah, they were just scooping it up. I'm okay with running this back. All right, let's get lucky against Miss Merc here. Get gems with what feels like a mediocre deck. Casket felt weak to us because the impressive creatures they've shown have all been these knights. We're going to keep this. We have Rosethorn into Sir Alan and an adversary on 4 if we get a little more mana here. Actually, we'll do Sir Alan on 4, but we'll keep anyway, is the point. Man, Oppo doing it again. And I'm again inclined not to do that. Am I wrong? I think Oppo's being a little hasty. We'll do this because if we draw our green knight, we can actually cast it through Rosethorn. Although I guess we can't. It only converts green to something else. Never mind. I'm a liar. Liar. Still just going to pass here. Looks like, I don't know where you get a given sleeve in this system, but here you go. There's their sleeves. Claimed Contender. Top 5 cards, look for Knight or Equip, and put in your hand. Let's see if they hit. Oh, wait, does it not? Oh, if you control a Knight. They didn't control another Knight. Got it. Just going to drop our Acolyte. Taking some damage here. Taking another 4 this turn. But then we're going to try and get on board. Ooh, we're going to take 6 this turn. Kind of think we have to outmuscle the contender here, we're going to fall too far behind. Hey, Phil, thanks for that. Appreciate that. I try. Yeah, we could outmuscle a guide mother. My concern there is that they've shown us a ton of Soul Reave, and if we outmuscle a guide mother on the feeling that we're going to use Rosethorn to block the contender, then I think we may get blown out with that. Actually, I'm just going to go with the Sir Alan on the block. Let's just do this. Because this is Reeve Soul Proof, which they showed a bunch of. Now let's outmuscle their own knight and get that going. Almost want to play a guide mother to trade with one of theirs at this point. But we also have Shepherd, which we can use. We could use in response. All right. Looks like their pressure with the guide mothers is working out for them, because now we are reluctantly turns later finally doing what we could have done on turn 1. As I say, surprising to send the knight in, but we will make this block. Sir Conrad is certainly grim. All right, score 1 for Steven. If this had been our common land, we get we'd get a knight out of it. But I think we now have to attack with our knight. We got to apply some pressure here. We're just going to lose. And then I'm going to put down Adversary, backed up by Return to Nature and Shepherd. This does give them an acclaimed contender attack. Hey, we can do something about that. Oh, good. They did not attack. They really had an attack with contender that would have been problematic. So nice that they didn't pressure us with that. And yeah, let's have a moment here to all enjoy this. If we attack with the adversary, they're almost certainly blocking with the contender, which maybe is fine. Although, yeah, if we attack with both of these, then it gets big, huh? Yeah, no, that's good. All right, I like it. And then we have Shepherd and Knight that we can put on a little bit of D after that. I was thinking this would just trade, but it's not. It actually wins combat thanks to our Knight. Hey, Artemis. We are in Game 3 of our second match. We are 1-0 with a white-green deck, and we're facing a black-white deck that seems to be better than ours, but we're trying to get there anyway. Like you do. Oh yeah, we're going to keep up Shepherd. We're not going to play the Shepherd. And I won't play that other land. Sir Conrad tends to do that. Win games by himself. But we have some game here. Them taking some damage off the card draw, also not bad for us. They're at a virtual 11, though. Figuring out virtual life totals in this format is complicated. All right, Shepherd saves that. Might have to chump with our Rose Thorn if they swing in here, but that's fine. Ooh, that's a nice one to draw, too. Makes us very likely to be able to get them. And I think we swing with everything with the protection of that card. I'm going to play this out, though. Makes us look like maybe we just drew that land since we didn't play one last time. And there's nothing to be gained by playing that out, right? So we will go ahead and swing. And we have enough backup plan that if they just somehow take all this and don't lose, we still get to not lose to the crackback. Also, the Silver Flame Squire on alert untaps whatever we target with it. I don't think it matters, but I just want to keep our green available. Suck it, Conrad. Grim for you. Cool. All right, so we actually get Sir Farron. And, oh, I did it in the wrong order. That was dumb. Let's see, I'll wait. Yeah, that cost us a token. You can punt that if you care about such things. Hopefully we just see Exploding Planeswalker, and then you can punt me all you want. Decent. But they're still dead. We did it! Yay, free punts. I don't like to make punts, but when they still result in a victory screen, that's the best kind. So happy to get gems back with what I feel like is a weak green-white deck, but we got there. Yeah, Travis, exactly. We try to... it's about decisions, not results, and that was a pretty weak decision on my part, but we got there. We haven't seen it yet, Mensch. Little light on critters, but I'm not going to throw this back. We have 5 total non-creature spells in the deck, 3 of them in our opener, but hopefully that works out. Sir Conrad can still mill you for the effect, but Sir Conrad can't... the death trigger stops working, at least. Yeah, how about a one mana green creature? No? Oh well. How about the green knight? Come on, bring it to us. Nope. Here's one for our side. Glad this is not the ETB tapped planes, given what we're trying to get to here. But maybe we'll get there eventually. Yeah, Oppo Innkeeper on 1. No, if we're going to hope for them to have a 1-drop, I want it to be the 1/1 human, or the 1/1 non-human that gets a little bigger when you know. Let's have them play a crappy one instead of a good one. All right, we're up against the mill deck. And have to decide on no action Squire, but then that doesn't do much. I think we just unfortunately have to play this, pass, and be sad. Yeah, we're getting going a little slow here if they're a full-on mill deck, but let's see what we can do. We need this adversary to be business for us. I have a feeling it's going to be put to sleep, or yeah, there you go, charm sleep, right on schedule. Maybe we can find our bounce adventure, save your dude adventure. Kind of rough here. I don't like out muscling anything. Oh yeah, we could untap it. Is that worth it? Yeah, sure. Let's we got nothing else to do. Get a card out of it. What do you want to do, Steven? You don't like this play? I like getting the move on here. Well, we get the value of them having to put that. That's reasonable. All right, I'll go with Steven's plan here. Certainly, we can at least the way to not doing it Steven's way would let us cast the Squire. We could go untap and Squire, but this is fine. We can even outflank the Raider if we want. I don't know if that matters, though. I'm going to hang on to the outflank. I think we'll have better targets. We can ping the Raider later if it seems like it's oppressive. Yeah, I don't mind either, but I think we can save it. Let's just save it. Kind of a sad use of out muscle, but also, come on. We may draw Sir Farron. I should have not played a land till after combat. It was a mistake to play a land. If I was going to untap it, why not block? Does it have reach? How are we blocking? All right, I'm going to do this, and we're totally going to draw our green knight. Sir Farron. Is it Sir Farron? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I suppose I should have kept it for the known white card we have. Playing a little loose here, sorry. Mike's right. What do you know? A black deck with Revenge of Ravens. All right. What, you got counters? What do they have for, oh, they got counters. Now do we outflank? It's getting harder to maneuver around here. I'm gonna outflank. Maybe I'm hasty. Not loving how I'm playing this one, I guess. I don't think we beat that card. I'm just trying to do something. Like, we're gonna lose this race. Like, we can't even. Not. I guess we attack. Like, this is. Here's the graveyard. I mean, we can. It does lower their life total from 17 to 16. It also just lowers ours. So the question is whether we want both of our life totals to go down, and I think the answer is yes. No, we didn't. They're flooding out quite a bit as well. Although they're drawing cards, so easier for them to flood than us. I don't know, it's hard to flood on a mold of 3. This does not look good for us, folks. Slow, painful death in which they see our entire deck. Just don't know how much more to show them. If you feel sad for us, you could make yourself feel better by donating to a children's hospital charity that I'm fundraising for this in the next few weeks. I'm just happy to get gems back from this one, but I shouldn't be so cash. Here we go. I'm kind of waiting for this one. That landed. Nothing really to outmuscle here yet. Probably gonna need to outmuscle that Foulmire so that our own Death Toucher can get through. But we'll just play the Shepherd this turn and see about outmuscling next. No attacks are worthwhile here unless we want to trade the Squire off for the Apprentice. And I'm going to say no on that. Baboo. Even had our Tree Folk. Let's see, got to make something big. And I kind of want to make our best toughness big. Why would you do it that way, Tree Folk? Seriously. Well, we can do both. And then I think we give up the Squire on the... Well, actually, hold on. Wait. If we go ahead and Adamant this, we can survive the Foulmire Knight. So let's do that. It puts us behind on the tree folk, but I like keeping all of our creatures cleanly through the Foulmire Knight. So we'll adamant it. It just means we don't get to tree folk this turn. And where do we want the counter? Let's put it on the Shepherd. Do this and pay adamant. I'm not going to send in the Knight here because it just gets bounced off and we take damage from the Raven. But we can send the Indestructible Shepherd in here. "12 cards in library. The race is on. Tree Folk should get us another 4-power creature, which is pretty critical here. You would have swung with all 3. Then they bounce here. We take extra damage. They trade here. I don't like swinging with all 3. That doesn't seem right to me, but maybe I'm missing something. Here, I like Guide Mother. Giving... where are we putting this? Probably just Knight of the Keep. Because then we can also pump it up. You do it on the Squire. But I want to make, well... yeah, I guess we can make this fly for the turn. That's fine. We'll make this fly for the turn, but I want to put the counters on the Knight. Tree Folk on Godmother. Yeah, maybe that's correct. All right, I'll do that. Yuck. And lifelink, that hurts. Well, mainly we want something that can get through cleanly against Raven, and so I do like making a 3/3 flyer. If they stop this, we're just done for, but we have to try. I mean, we knew that was a possibility, but we couldn't not try. But I think that does us in for. I feel Stratic, although I like black-green too, but black is where it's at around here. This stinks and doesn't help us. I think we're going to lose. It's just a couple uncommons. It's not that crazy. Now this clock, that's crazy. Anybody seen my hat? Where are you on it? Where are you at on it now, Hat? I mean, this is what I like about it. The reason we don't run 4-mana discard 2 is because it's such a crappy top deck like it was there. But when it's a crappy top deck, it's often just a 4/5 that you get to cast. Come on. Hat and I are playing around. I can't ease up if there's no pressure. Guess what we're going to bring in all of. But I'm happy to have them show me more stuff here. Come on around, Steven. Come on around. The water is fine on the Reaper of Night. For that poll that any of you guys may have done, I definitely took the Reaper, and it was an all-star. All right. I'm going to be done with this one. I don't feel like I need to prioritize Reapers because they go late, but if I don't have some rare or mythic finisher in a black control-ish deck, it does just fine. It does a fine job of that. We'll cut outflank. Let's get rid of Squire and yeah, we got all three disenchants. What are we cutting? Need one more cut. Hushbringer is fine for, like, it's fine. We outmuscle with it, we tree folk with it, and we're pretty happy. It's a good way to gain life against the Raven stuff. I'm just going to cut this knight. It's just so weak. Leaves us pretty light on threes, but it's just kind of our weakest card. Ugh, little bit light on the land, but I don't think I can throw this back. We're one land away from Wandermare and two from two of our better creatures. Just we're certainly taking a mana screw risk here, but I think we've got to. I don't want to mulligan here. Land, 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 land. Bring us the land. That's not land. Why don't we... Should we deny him these cards? I don't know. We can wait. This is instant, at least. So, we have a sideboard card and a target. I'm kind of inclined to just do it. Yeah, I guess Clock and two Ravens is stronger, huh? All right, I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do it at the end of their turn. Let's do it now. Yeah, that's a great idea, Queen. Like, if you made a voting app, I would snap use that. All right, we took a risk, and it is coming to pass. Unfortunately. Could still turn this around if we get a land, and let's have him play Raven right now. Yeah! Yeah! Suck it. Now I don't care if we lose. We got that thing. Here comes a dead Wandermare, for sure. Like, they're going to Reeve Soul that thing so fast. Shocker. That's right. It sets up for our adversaries to hopefully live with a land. Oh, yay! We got a land. It's funny, we've got True Love's Kiss and we got all of our sideboard hate. And I don't know if they have if the cards are available to counter this with Drown, but we're going to try. Huh. All right. No caskets for us. Definitely True Love's Kiss. Guys like Reaper yet? I hope you like Reaper. Then actually probably just have to keep these two alone. And do this. Here, I'll help you out. There's your glass casket. I think I'm going to hold back. We have some tools to get rid of the Foulmire that we might want to incorporate, try and get this Occam through. It's almost like they got a 3-for-1. I don't know. 3-for-1s, are they any good? Hard to say. Although I think we get to eat it. We're going to go ahead and attack like so. We're going to give up that. But we do get Squire untapped to block the Reaper, which should be good. Destroy target converted mana cost less than controller's graveyard. We've got 8. That's probably game, folks. Probably game. Well, if they hadn't been able to reap us for cards, they would have still been able to cast it as a 4/5 flying on, mostly flying on their turn creature. Yeah, this is why Stratic is pretty correct. Like, honestly, folks, if you're just looking to dominate to the best of your ability on Arena, I would lean hard into black. Probably blue is the second color. Sometimes green is the second color. Thanks, Mamanap. We'll see you. Yeah, a lot of choices to make in black-blue. Like how to win. You got it, Oppo. Your deck's better, your color pair is better. And the force of your beard is better. I think we could have, like, not died that turn, but it would not have been very impressive. All right, that's about more what I expected from our deck versus black decks around here. Again, I'm thrilled that in trying a white deck, we've actually made it to some gems back. Intangible, you're not even covering it all. Sometimes you're blue-black, sometimes you're mono-blue, sometimes you're mono-black, and sometimes you're black-green. That's even good, too. Let's put... I've seen enough. I'm going to put... let's do a True Love's Kiss in the main. Nah, Robert, I have not figured out meme law. I've got a lot of stuff bearing down on me in life right now, and I had to put that aside. I love doing memes, but I need to both create some and figure out where the line is with the law. All right, we're keeping this too. Decent start. I'm going to open on Forest in case we draw our green-green 2-drop. Sometimes my technical play is okay. Ooh, they're playing green. We may get some cheap adversaries before this, before turn 4. It'd be nice if we were able to drop one of these on 3. Wouldn't be the worst idea. From Queen. She's thinking of not playing until they address some stuff here. I think that's a casket-worthy card. It also lets us attack this turn. It's also not like this card scales with the game or anything, so might as well get in while we can. Throne Limited is kind of solved currently on Arena. I don't know about everywhere. I'm going to go Adversary here over Farron. Because I think eventually Farron plus Tree Folk will be really nice, and maybe this will just get through for some damage. It's possible. Oh, we got outflanked. This is going to be dirty. In fact, I'm just gonna... I'm sure we're gonna do an outflank. I'm gonna Sir Farron and then attack with the outflank ready. Might earn us a game here. Yep, I was gonna say, people scoop quick around these parts. That felt like a scoop-inducing move. And they're on, shocking, a black deck. Black-green. Here, I'm gonna put back in the Grange for Steven. We'll see if that do some science there. Beyond that, though, I don't know if we have specifics we want to bring in. I'm just gonna run this back. Besides that, Queen throwing shade at the bot designer here. Queen says, the way the bots are designed are just flawed, and I was the one who designed the bots. So there's that. But, as I have said every time I bring up that point, I designed the bots for a different purpose. The bots when I had the task of designing bots, it was to create a kiddie pool for newish drafters so that they could draft without a clock, not to support the entire drafting ecosystem of Arena. We're going to keep this close enough to good. Yeah, if they were going to choose to go this direction with it all, then they should have made some changes, I think. We're going to hopefully find another forest and drop a Sir Farron on 2. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Lucky. And the mill got us there as well. Because you got to get your Sir Farrons. You gotta draw out the removal with your Sir Farrons. Excellent. Finding the land we need to get our hand moving. And I'm just going to send in Sir Farron and see if they want to risk the block. They don't. And we're going to drop Wondermare. Sir Elgar, I have huge issues with the way Eternal does it, which is one of the reasons Arena doesn't do it that way, that me and others just did not like their solution at all. There's the Reeve Soul I was waiting for. We can kiss that if we want, but I don't know if we need to do so yet. We could... I don't think we want to shepherd, though. Yeah, let's just kiss this banner. I don't think I want to do either of this stuff next, and we have Silver Flame plus Cast the Squire next turn. Yeah, we can do it at instant speed. I guess there's nothing they could really do in response. Let's start with an attack. But this taps for mana, so I'm just going to do it now. I don't want to give him mana. Fires of Invention seems a little weird to run in Limited. I don't know, you're getting like free cards or whatever, but it costs you a card to get that going, so I'm not high on it for that purpose, I guess, is what I would say. Let's go ahead and attack with the Wandermare. They'll block. Then we can do this. Wait, what are they doing it with? Just to make sure, I'm going to do it this way. They're out of cards. Maybe we'll get another frustration scoop from board here. Maybe they're too bored to continue this game. People scoop so early on Arena, it's crazy. And they're out of cards, so we get to just outmuscle the Witch with the Squire and then still have Shepherd available. Maybe I should have just played the Shepherd and made this bigger. Now I'm questioning whether I even want to bother keeping this available. I think I will. Keep it available just in case they draw something. But they're just showing us right away that they're not. This looks very good for us. Nice. Just gonna play this. And we'll even do the Acolyte. We could do the Adversary, but I don't think that, like, let's just get big. And again, maybe it'll just intimidate them into scooping. Yeah, I mean, they didn't have to die there, but they didn't even bother. My goodness, I will take it. We have profit. We have break even, folks. Woo! And a bunch of free stuff. I don't know why we're getting all this free stuff. Look at that. 3-1. Oh, is it the renewal thing? I don't know how that works. I should look. Hey, I've had a lot of coffee today. I need another bio break. I'm going to get a different beverage and a snack, and then we'll keep going until this thing finishes. Be right back. Yep, record is accurate. We're going for some real profit here. Although we're kind of technically profit with getting all of our gems back, plus the rares and packs we're going to get out of this. This seems a little bit rougher of a keep. Are you keeping this? We're on the draw. We could drop a Guide Mother on 1 and like pump it on 2 and make another on 3 and have Outflank ready. So it's not like we have nothing to do. But we don't have any green to trigger these. It's a close one. But I'm leaning mulligan here. What do you think? I keep a lot of hands because sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. James wants to throw it back. I'm just curious to get some other opinions in here. I'm going to mulligan. That was my instinct. And here we're going to keep this and make it work. I'm going to send this Tree Folk back, I think. Is this better? It's maybe it's not too much better, no. But I mean, you never know what you're going to get. It's not, if it's better or worse, it's not by much. We're telegraphing here, but do your worst. Too bad it retaps. But I really wanted to use that instant while we had the 3 mana for it. We have a nice play on 4. Hopefully we go Adversary. Yeah, perfect. We get to drop Adversary here. And then next turn we have Double Casket or Squire Casket. And right now Casket gets one of their things out of the way. Not going to get that one out of the way. But we get to attack with a Death Toucher at least. I'm going to let him just chump the Adversary with the Shield Breaker if they want. Or maybe... What else are we doing, really? You know what? I'm going to make him decide trade with Sir Eleonora or give us a card. I changed my mind. And in case they give us a card and it's our green uncommon, we're going to do it this way. Thoughts on the design space of on your turn and when this attacks. I think on your turn is cleaner and more interesting while still closing all the loopholes that you're trying to with the sorcery clause. Also, from a communication to new players standpoint, on your turn is so much easier to understand than whenever you could cast a sorcery. There are lots of great stories. Like Gavin Verhey talks about his early experiences with Magic, where their interpretation of any time you could cast a sorcery was that you revealed a sorcery from your hand that you were able to cast, and in doing so would authorize your ability to use that ability. Like you had to show from your hand the sorcery you could cast. So I do like on your turn is a much better way to communicate that. And I love first strike on your turn. First strike on your turn or when attacking is fantastic because first strike is kind of oppressive on defense, actually. Okay. Back to this game. I'm going to drop this. Planes. We could casket this. I kind of like just out-muscling Seer Eleonora while shields are down, though. Let's do that. But can you pretend we have something, please, auto-tap? Make me do it. Oh, wait. What just happened there? I don't know. Good thing I didn't want to cast that glass casket anyway. Yes, on your turn allows for instant speed interaction. It depends on the loopholes you're trying to close. Like, you could have discard on your turn at instant speed. It doesn't matter, because the loophole that they're trying to close, for example, so-and-so discard a card and, you know, you don't want to have instant speed discard on your opponent's draw phase, for example. All right, well, this here is a rare that's awfully tough to beat, and Oppo's going to do it twice, so I think we're kind of done in this one, but you can't bring me down. I got 3 wins with this green-white deck. So now, though, I'm going to send in with the Worthy Knight, and if they don't block with 3, they're just going to take it, okay? Do this. Oh, man. More land, I don't know what that really gets us, but I'll do it. Man, auto-tap logic is super hard, Hat. It's just really hard. You try to come up with rules that don't work people over too much, and then fail. Do we know they have runaway together shenanigans? I don't know. Like, we're so done for here. They have a second. They have stolen by the Fae twice. We're in deep trouble. I mean, I guess we could use it. I don't know how we win here. I'm just waiting to die. I really don't know how you overcome that. But let's see. Is there any? I just don't see how. I don't know how you, like, we don't have the flyer defense for that. I'm not even going to show him. Oh, I don't know why I didn't attack there. Again, I'm really just waiting to die here. I don't think there's anything in our deck that stops 9 1/1 flyers, so I'm playing like garbage, but it's because I've already given up this game, which means maybe I should just scoop. But they're showing us more stuff, so let's let them show us more stuff. And see, I don't even want to show them out flank. I'm kind of in this right now for them to show us more cards. To the point that I think we don't... Yeah, I'm just going to scoop. They're not going to show us anything more anyway. They're just going to attack and win. We saw Wishing Well. Oh, they won't let... Oh, yeah. Nothing... Nothing really else such that I might even pull the Kiss here. What do we get for that? How are we beating this? I don't know how we're beating this. I'm just gonna drop a knight or a... I'll just drop a squire back in. We do have Rosethorn Acolyte, but it's not really in plan to try and run this, I don't think. Although it does, yeah, maybe against them it's worth the stretch. I guess let's yeah, I'm in. Actually, it's risky, but they have this incredibly powerful card that we can't really beat. And Raven does beat it, like that it actually stops that from working. So we're gonna do a 2-source splash. It's only Rosethorn Acolyte and a swamp, but I think it's worth it for this revenge. Oh, do we have an egg? Did we pick up an egg? I don't think we had any eggs. I don't think we have any eggs. No eggs. I'm not going to put in the Reeve Soul because it's such a light splash, and this is an earlier card. Does it fizzle Stolen by the Fae? That's a good question. I think it only has one target, so it would fizzle it, yeah. Another not great opener here. Kind of want to throw this back. I'm going to throw this back. I think this is... Fairy Guide Mother isn't doing enough with other early action. James wants to keep this. Y'all like this, huh? What are we doing? How are we winning the game from here? We drop out a turn 1 Guide Mother and are like, yeah, sweet. I'm shipping it. Now we got to keep this and figure out what we're getting rid of. Probably the Rosethorn, given that we have all 3 of our lands. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Rosethorn here. That hand needed more than just a little help, James. It needed some very specific cards at a very specific CMC range of our deck to be good. Do this, though. Oppo mulliganed as well. So now we're in a spot. If we wait and wait and wait, where are we actually putting this on? Like, I'm going to go ahead and play this. The reason I didn't pitch the 6 is that it's actually a 4. And it's a 2-for-1, such that it helps us crawl back a little from a mulligan. Of course, a big problem here is that we're going to put 2 counters on our Squire, and they have a lot of tools in this heavy blue deck to punish us for that. But we're going to try. Getting our beats on and having it work is about all that's going to work for us here, so let's try. I was a little bit lazy there. I was actually casting pre-combat for the auto pass time savings, but of course with one blue they do have So Tiny available. We gave them the choice there. Well, we do get the instant back on that one. And actually, if we drop our Tree Folk here, next turn we get Out Muscle and the instant available, so we're going to do that. We do have our Shepherd that could get our Griffin back as well. Reset from the So Tiny. They got both of our adversaries, but such is the milling life. We're going to get him pretty good here, though. Does this just win? I think we win. All right, we win. Do you see the win? I see the win for once in my miserable life. Okay, well, we're giving ourselves a chance here. Again, I'm feeling a little bit outclassed by a lot of what's going on in Oppo's deck. And we do have a improbable alliance to consider in our sideboarding. We could bring in another... Oh, we don't even have... I thought we main decked one. Maybe it didn't save? I can't remember now. Anyway, we'll do it. True Love's Kiss... And one Return to Nature, maybe? Cut a Squire. Maybe we just run one of these. What do you like for a last cut here? Get out of your way a little bit. Yeah, Glass Casket isn't doing much. That's fair. Maybe we can cut a Glass Casket. Black Blue. Hold on. We are doing this because of an oppressively good rare they have that makes 1,000,000 1/1 flyers. That's why Silver Jesu. You're not seeing what we brought that in for. No, they only have one copy of it, Resonator, but they bought it back with the blue land. Well, we've only seen one copy, I should say. Pretty far from Sir Farron, and really pretty far from doing anything relevant, so we have to mulligan this as well. Yeah, we can keep this, though. Ditch of Plains. All right, well, that makes me want to run out the Guide Mother. We don't have a play before 4 right now other than the Guide Mother. And Tree Folk on the Guide Mother would make a nice flyer, so I am going to just run out the 1/1 flyer. A little sad, but we're going to do it. Oh yeah, we're gonna finish this draft no matter what. I mean, we're 3-1, and if we lose this one, I'll finish for the day, and if we win this one, we'll play the one more. Unfortunately now, making this a 3/3 doesn't even get through the Fae. So that's sad. And we might just go out to the Pyromancer. Where's that, where is our glass casket now? I'd like to put her in a glass casket. Yep. A boom. Like, we need a casket now, or just running stuff out is like doom. So, what does it get us to do anything here? We can play this and make them use a wishing well or witching well to get rid of an adversary. It kind of stalls them a little bit. Yeah, well, you're not streaming, Sunset, right? We gotta try. I gotta set a good example. If we get a glass casket, we actually be doing okay here. So the question is just, do we want to throw this speed bump out? Yeah, let's just wait. Why bother? It doesn't really get us anything to do that. We could get to a spot where we squire. Even that's just 3. This is going to be tough. Pyromancer plus Witching Well is pain in the ass. Yeah, we're really kind of on the Griffin plan more than anything. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Hushbringer. Let them use some Pyromancer on this. Feels weird. It feels bad to just throw something out to die, but I know they're just going to kill it, but I'm saying I guess they're going to do it anyway and go to our face, and maybe we'd rather do that. This was a late game play, folks. We only have 2 sources in the whole deck to cast this, so well, why do you want to do that, Chunk? If we send out Oakham, they just pick it off. All right, I'm going to wait one more turn, and because I think they're going to cash in the well, and let's make them use 1 lightning bolt to our face. No, they're not. They're not going to wait. They got nothing else to do. They're absolutely going to do that. I mean, draw 2 cards, throw a bolt in their face is not a bad turn for Oppo. All right, they milled us. No swamp was lost. Yeah, it's got some nonsense. You're not wrong. Now I'm going to offer them a Hushbringer, though. I think we can't just let's go ahead and let them use some of their Wishing Well might to hush up the Hushbringer. Could even throw out this. And then we have maybe something to Tree Folk onto next turn if we need to. I'm going to throw this out. But Oppo has cashed in 2 Wishing Wells for 2 extra cards and fired off Pyromancer. Like, we're just way, way behind. I don't know how we can possibly do this, win this one, but... because the +2/+2 is a 3-mana spell. All right, well, now we can at least try and get a Griffin down. I am not hopeful with... what I'm expecting here is to say please. Didn't say please, but we got to try. Throw it out there. Some counter magic is what I was expecting. Well, if we get both the Revenge of Ravens down and we find one of our removal spells for the Pyromancer, we can have a chance. All right, here we go. We got there somewhat, except they've left all their mana up and have 1 billion cards. So again, our Revenge is likely to be countered here. I guess we could wait a turn at 8 mana and try and... I know we can cast it Hat, but should we even try? It just looks like they're waiting for counter magic, and we could bait with like an adversary first. But if they have a bunch of draw, we're just dead to the Pyromancer triggers. If we bait with Treefolk, well, first we're baiting with this half of it. I think we got to try it. The trouble with baiting is if they have 2 draws, if they have a bunch of extra draw in their hand for the Pyromancer, and we waste time baiting, then we're going to lose. Because I know we were expecting that, but like if we didn't do that and then they draw off the Pyromancer twice, we're just completely dead. So I went for it. Eyes wide open, knowing that it was likely to be countered, but figuring that I wasn't gonna just sit here and let the Pyromancer hit us twice. And now we've got like, what chance do we have here? I think we're out of chances, but we need like a casket for the Pyromancer and then something else sweet, and we really don't have that. So pretty dead. Yeah, I could have outflanked a fairy. I'm in waiting to die mode again. I'll outflank this time. Should have done it last time, but pretty sure we're dead. And they get the Pyromancer trigger here. Yep. Fierce, but not enough. Anything we can do to not die? Nah, not really. All right. It was actually a perfect event. It's wrapping up right when I'm trying to wrap up each day. So at least green-white got us to the end of our event faster. But I'm totally thrilled to have picked up 3 wins with a deck I was pretty uncertain of and didn't like at the end of it. And I'm not going to complain about that. So pretty nice. We're going to claim this prize. I'm going to remind you all that I am working with Card Kingdom this week or the next 3 weeks really, to participate in a charity event for children's hospitals. And I would love it if you would help out with a donation and also help me out with the nature of the event itself. We're going to be, the way it works is this is going to culminate in a live event at Card Kingdom at Mox Boarding House, Bellevue. And we are going to, here, let me get into Soapbox. I did not even play the win every card event once, Mike. I don't even think I clicked on the thing to enter the room. Just was not really that caring about it. Willard, thank you. Hey Willard, you wanna go get some lunch? Actually, I have a dental appointment I got to plan for, but be happy to go grab a meal with you. And yeah, let's anyway. So the nature of the charity event I'm doing is that we're going to pick a core set a modern legal core set to start with, and then we're going to draft 2 more sets from which we get to pull cards to make the constructed deck of our choice in modern. So if you want to make a little donation, that's great. But what I really need is your help this week figuring out what we're going to draft and what we're going to build. So. Free egg sleeves. Oh, well, Hat, I guess I don't have egg sleeves. So sad. Anyway, hopefully you'll give me some help on help the kids, and I think we'll wait here. We'll open this war. Hey, this will be profit. Look. 20. All right, we have 40 in real profit today, so I'm going to put that in the spreadsheet. And then we're going to wait on those Throne of Eldraine packs until we get to 10.